So I'm only 21 right now, so I don't think it makes any sense as I'm not any kind of success yet. But I do think that every man or woman should give themselves like 10 years, a decade, maybe 15 years, 20 years, it depends on what you want to do in your life, before you can actually think, you can become some kind of some kind of success. I'm sorry, some kind of successful person or individual, because let's say you want to be a guy that makes money out of real estate, and you want maybe 20 properties, and 20 properties is enough to set you for life and all that. I mean, if you're 20 years old right now, it's not gonna happen by 25. It's gonna happen by something like 30, 35, 40. You have to start working and saving money, and then you can invest in real estate, and then I'm not sure how it works exactly, but I think you get remortgage from the total house value, and then you buy another house and you keep doing that. Maybe you just buy a house, you renovate it, you flip it, and then when you have enough money, you just buy an apartment complex and you lay down or you sit down on your bed for the rest of your life. And that's real estate. I'm not saying it works like that, but to get to that point, it's gonna take years. Even the most successful individuals, they still work at 9 to 5. I knew a guy used to work in Domino's to start his own business, and his business was this was fish and chips shop that also sell chicken. So in the UK here is a huge thing. But what happened is that the guy to be able to do that, since he was 17 till he was about 23, he worked in Domino's. That's a lot of time. That's 4 years. And if you start 23, it's gonna happen by 27, right? And start 27 is gonna happen by 31. But you have to start somewhere. It's not easy job. It's not a good job. It's not a bad job. It's a job. And so what you have to do now is go down, lay your head down, and grind for a couple of years. But it's not easy, it's stressful as fuck, but you have to do that. I do believe personally that the first 6-7 years, if you decide to do a decade long journey, right, the first 6-7 years are something like stress and depression and grind and being alone, and I'm not saying like you have to grind, you have to hustle and all this. Whatever you do in life, you want to be an author, you want to write books, it's going to take at least a decade to make a name for yourself, in my opinion. There's that one guy, the one girl is very rare. They became famous after one book, within 1 year. It's not gonna happen for everybody. This is the one guy, girl in movies is gonna become a very famous actor and actress. They start at 20, but by 25 they're gonna be very famous. It doesn't happen to everybody, right? It doesn't happen to everybody. So, me personally, I wanna be a screenwriter. I wanna write movies for a living, maybe even direct them, but I'm not too sure about this part yet, and also make my wealth and my success and my money from real estate. But now I'm 21, I do realize that, realistically speaking, I have planned out. I've seen myself becoming successful around 32 or 33. So it's not even 10 years, I think it's 11 years before I even make something for myself. In the sense of, you have to realize the money will not come easy. You understand me? You see all these guys are young. That's just like 0.1 percentage. You see all these guys are and girls, and ladies are young, making a lot of money. That's like the 0.1% of them. For imagine like this: for every 1,000 restaurant that starts, let's say you are in Los Angeles, California. For every 1,000 restaurants that start in January 2026, I do believe that within 5 years. I'm not saying all of them will fail, but I do believe within 5 years, only 20 out of 1,000 will be successful. And from these 20, I do believe that some of these 20 restaurants, some of these restaurants in this 20, will be like successful a long time. The owners will make a lot of money. From these 20, maybe 10 will open a second restaurant. From these 10, maybe 2 to 5 will make a successful chain of these different restaurants. It's very difficult to be successful. I personally think that you have to chase success before you chase fame, because if you chase success, fame may come along, but if you chase fame, success is not guaranteed, in my opinion, right? So you see a lot of people that will play with your name. They will joke around, they will not believe you, They will not think, but let them think. You don't have to care about this kind of people, right? Everybody has a life, and they have the right to judge you. They have the right to think. It's free will. They will judge you regardless. You do something with your life, they judge you. You do something with your life, you don't do something with your life, they judge you. You eat a lot, they judge you. You don't eat a lot, they judge you. So regardless of what you do in your life, you will get judged on by people. You understand? And it's better to start, in my opinion. So like whatever you want to do is 10 years. Give yourself 10 years, and that's it. I'm not going to talk about this video again, probably. If not in 10 years, in 10 years from now, it's not guaranteed that I will be where I want to be, but I do think that I'm 21 now, I'm also going to change in 2-3 months, roughly, and I do think that if you give yourself 10 years, you can do something with your life, something great. Peace out.